One of the most important principles in mindset development is the principle of limitation. Understanding that human beings are limited is a vital component of being able to unpack what mindsets are about. Mindsets are categories of thinking which impact vital tools that we use to make decisions in our lives, such as belief systems, value systems, principles themselves, convictions, attitudes, our behavior. Mindsets are vital in how we experience life and also in what we're determined to be and what we're determined to not be. Now, how are we limited? We're limited in 4 different ways. First thing is that we're limited in substance. Our substance is deteriorating. The law of thermodynamics determines that pretty much everything is deteriorating. So from the moment that we're born, as much as we go through the process of growth, we're actually beginning to die. That is why we have diseases. That's why we can be harmed through accidents, being in contact with each other. As we can see right now, even with the whole issue of COVID-19, that our substance is vulnerable to all sorts of dangers that is out there. Secondly, is the issue of our presence, that we are localized to one particular location of existence, which determines the kind of information, the data that we gather, which in turn affects what we mentioned already, our principles, our value systems, our belief systems, our attitudes towards certain things, and these different tools that we use to make decisions. And then thirdly is the issue of ability. Ability is vital in understanding mindset development because that talks to our ability to control how things work, our performance structure. We are beings that have limited power. We're beings that have limited understanding. We're beings that have limited presence. We're beings that have limited presence as far as what we can be able to change or control. The last thing is the issue of existence. The fact that we are born and then we eventually do die, that's a vital component of understanding mindset development. And these 4 things spell out something that's vital as well, that is control. Our limited structure means that we also have limited control. If we have limited control, we also have limited functionality. Functionality is our ability to use our performances, our skills, our talents, our knowledge, our IQ, our EQ, whatever that constitutes a performance structure to do things that we want, that are beneficial for us, that are beneficial for those that we care about. We have a limited ability to do that. Therefore, we have limited control, and consequently, we also do have a limited functionality. So functionality is another very important aspect or component of understanding mindset development, but we're not covering this right now. So it's important to understand that we're limited. And because we're limited, then we worry about how things impact us. Intellectually, we are concerned about how things impact us. We are therefore oriented in our thinking to be more aware of things that are potentially harmful, things that are dangerous, things that can limit the already limited control that we have. And therefore, part of our ability to overcome this is that we have to come up with ways to overcome or to maximize whatever limited control that we already have. And that again has to do with impact. So whatever it is that is harmful to us, we got to find ways to avoid it. If we cannot avoid it, we have to eliminate it. If we cannot eliminate it, we want to minimize the impact. If we cannot minimize the impact, we want to then manage it. On the other hand, whatever it is that is beneficial to us, we want to first of all find it. If we cannot find it, we want to create it. If we cannot create it, we want to maximize on it. If we cannot maximize on it, at the very least, we want to maintain it. And this is where we decide where we begin to thrive. And all of this has to do with the fact that we are limited beings.